Good morning, grade 3. In our last lesson, we learned to differentiate between prisms and pyramids. Again, prisms has two bases which can be of any shape, and the rest of the shapes or the rest of the faces are all rectangles. And pyramids have only one base and can be any of the shapes, and the rest of the faces are triangles. Now here in question number 1, please open page 35. We are going to solve this page today. In page 35, which is in your activity book, is asking us to draw a ring around all prisms and tick all the pyramids. So here we will go into each shape and just tick or draw a ring around it. Depends on whether it is a pyramid or prism. So in the first shape here, this one, how many bases does it have? Does it has to only has one base? So it is square based. And how many what is the shape of the other faces? They are all triangles, right? So one base and all of the other faces are triangles. We will call this shape a pyramid. So you just have to tick this shape, and we call it a square pyramid or a square based pyramid. Let's move on to the next shape. We have how many bases? We have only one base, and it is a triangular base. And what about all of the other faces? All of them are triangles. So one base, other are triangular shaped faces. So this shape is also a pyramid, and we call it a triangular based pyramid or a triangular pyramid. Let's move on for the next one. How many bases do we have? We have one base, two base. We have two bases, and they are triangles. Now what about the other faces? What shape are they? They are rectangles. Good job. So two bases with triangular faces. What do we call this shape? It is a prism, triangular prism. So we have to draw a ring around it. Now, cylinder. It has two bases, but all of the other faces are not flat faces. It's curved faces, and there's no rectangles. So the cylinder is not a prism or pyramid because it has two bases. So let's go for the next shape, which has two bases, right? And those bases are, what are they? Let's count the sides of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. Polygon means hexagon. Good job. Now we have two hexagon bases, and all of the other faces are rectangles. So what is this shape? Is it a pyramid or a prism? Good job. It is a prism, so we have to draw a ring around it. And the sphere, does it have any base? No bases here. No rectangular faces, no triangular faces, so it is nothing. Not a pyramid, not a prism. The seventh shape here, it has two bases, 1, 2, which are squares. And how many? And what about all of the other shapes? All of the other faces are rectangles. So the two conditions of a prism are ticked. We have two bases and all of the other faces are rectangles. So this is called a prism or pyramid. It is a prism. So draw a ring around it. So here in this shape, most of you will think we have two bases and it is hexagonal shapes, and all of the other faces are not rectangles, are not rectangles. It is a quadrilaterals, but they are not rectangles. Why? Because the top and the bottom, the bases are not exactly the same. They are the same in shape, they are both hexagons, but it is not, they are not both in size. Good job. So is it a prism? No. Is it a pyramid? No, because it has two bases. So this shape is not a prism or a pyramid. Here in this shape, the last shape, how many bases does it have? It has one base. And this base is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sides. It has 10 sides. So it is octagon. It has octagon base. And how many bases? Only one. And all of the other faces are triangles. So what do we call this shape? It is a pyramid. It is a decagonal pyramid. So we just put a tick on it. So we solved question number 1, page 35, and we now know how to differentiate between prisms and pyramids. Now question number 2, page 36, is your homework for today. I want you to solve it, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.